Hi, if you want to create your own music, there are two ways how to do it. One of it is grab an instrument and learn how to play. The other way is using software. So today I'm reviewing Magix Music Maker 2022, its free version, and you will be amazed what this free version can actually do. It's loaded with features and it's great for beginners as well as for experienced users and professionals. Now let's go and see what this software can do. Okay, this is what happens when you open the program. You can select some demo projects to see how it works, but let's get going and start a new project. This is the main interface. On the main interface you can see at the top the tracks, 4 tracks. This is piano, keyboard, and on the right screen loops. I strongly recommend you to register on Magix site, where you can download some free sound pools with this free version. I must mention again, this is free version and it's really loaded with stuff that is for me unbelievable that can exist in free version of such a software. These icons here, as you can see, you can switch on and off keyboard, you can switch on and off song maker, you can switch on and off beatbox. It's standard beatbox, so just either choose button or create your own. Mixer, effects, object effects, we'll get to it later. And as I mentioned before, download those free sound pools. Music Maker comes with this one when installed, and all of these are additionally downloaded for free. So if you're a beginner, this is really great software, even for beginners and for the pros. As I mentioned before, with really loads of stuff, and it's so easy to use. Let me show you actually how easy it is to use. Let's start with some drums. Okay, you can click on each drum loop you wish and just drag and drop it. We'll take the first one just for example. So this is our first object and it's a drum loop. Okay, and now how to use this interface. Well, again, extremely easy. You want your song to be longer, just select the loop and expand it as much as you want. This orange line here is the object's volume. So if you lower the volume, it will be quieter. Also, you can add some effects. I'll show you this later. You can add effects on the track and you can add effects on the object. Track effects are here on the FX, well, it says by itself. You can play only one track, you can mute that track, I mean play solo. You'll see what it means. Now we created a standard drum beat. Now let's add something else like strings, synth, or maybe sequencer. I have to mention you don't have to use one sound pool, you can mix them. So let's say I can take house Now, yeah, I can take house, take synth, and yeah, this looks nice. Now, when you're using synth loops or sequencers or strings or a guitar, you have a pitch here from 1 to 7. So one is C, D, E, F, G, H, and B. G, A, and B, sorry. What does it mean? It means this first pitch, this is third, this is fourth, fifth, and so on. We'll add just this one here for start. Oops, I did something wrong. Let's do it again. Just drag and drop. Why? Oh, I've muted this track, sorry. So this synth is just one bar long. If I want it to be the 4 bars, I just drag it. Another way to copy something, let's say this is dragging, but when you press Control and move, you're actually copying that part. Let's delete it. And of course, here up you can see it is a C, so it is the pitch 1. You can change pitch by selecting it here in the right corner, or you can change it right here. Pitch and tempo. You can go one pitch higher, one pitch lower, or just set it from 1 to 7. Creating music can be very easily. You can use standard patterns like 12-bar blues, standard rock pattern, just to create some sort of background melody or melody itself. So I will use standard rock pattern, and let's say 4 bars of C, one bar of F, 1 bar of G, and again these 4 bars I can move by pressing Control, just copy it here. As you can see up here, C, F, G, C. Let's start from the beginning to hear how it sounds like. And basically that's it. You are just making music by combining these sounds with pitch, with rhythm. Let's say let's add some bass maybe from a different sound pool. Yeah, let's say feel good bass. No, not brass bass. And now use the same pitch as you used for the synth. Okay, I'm adding bass on the C, but it's too long. Now I'm adding bass. No, sorry. And changing the pitch to F. As it is here. And the same with Control, change the pitch to G. And of course with Control I can copy this one here. So now I have a bass, strings and a rhythm. And already you have some great music for beginner. Oh, let's add something like, let's say, feel good. We can add some sequencer. Yeah, this one sounds great. Also, watch the pitch. If it's on C, keep it here. Add another one. This one is too long. Oops. So I will shorten it, change pitch to 4. Oops, sorry. And with Control, just add another one and change pitch to 5. And of course, copy this one here. Now we have a rhythm, we have a synthesizer, we have a bass, and we have a sequencer. This free version is limited to 8 tracks. You can see only 4 tracks here. Easily edit track, add new track, and new track will be added. That's one way. The other way, let's say we want to add some vocals.
And if my feelings start to pressure you, oh.
Just drag, you'll see the new track appears immediately. And we can add this vocal, let's say over here. Great, so let's add another track just to explain what else can this software do. I mean, just don't believe it's free. If you have a MIDI keyboard, you can attach it to your PC and then just play whatever you want to play, some melody. If not, you can insert new MIDI object. 1 bar, 2 bars, 4 bars, 8 bars. Let's say standard, and it will create some standard melody, let's say. If I want to hear just this track, I press the solo button, so you see all other tracks are gray now, and I will play only this track. So it's some piano melody. And what this software is great about is that it has so many features. You can change the instrument. Okay, let's do this first. This is your melody. You can edit it by adding some new notes if you don't have a MIDI keyboard attached, or delete some notes. That's up to you. But you can change the instrument. With free version comes Constant Grand LA, and if you register, you can download freely Free Drum Rock, Rivolta 2 and Vita LA. I'll take the Rivolta 2 for this one and change from piano to, say, this synthesizer. Close it and let's play this track again. And now another feature, it's called FX. Object FX. So there are two types of effects. One is object based, and one is track based. As I mentioned before, track based effects are applied here, but object based effects, you can apply different effect on different object. So let's add some effect here. Additional object, object effects I have already included here, but I have some templates they called audio effects. So this track sounds like it is. Or maybe I should change it to the piano again. I think it's better to be shown through the piano. So this is piano sound, and you want it to sound like in church. So just grab the church and add to this object. Okay, and it's applied to this object. No, maybe I should choose cathedral. Okay, maybe it will sound better. It adds some reverb, echo. Also you can add more reverb to the same object. Remember, this object, as you can see, is still selected. Let's add some more echo on it and play again. Or echo. So this is object-based FX. Track-based effects. I will bring back all the tracks. Track-based effects are here. So each effect selected here will be applied to whole track, not just an object. You can add effects, different effects on different objects, but when you add a effect for whole track, all objects in the track will have effects. And this is another great feature, those track effects. You have compressor, you have a 10-band equalizer with predefined settings. You have a reverb with predefined settings, echo, but you can add something more. Distortion, filter. This one is great, especially when you're using a guitar as an instrument. You have a Vandal SA amplifier simulator. So you want to simulate 80s or 60s twang guitar sound, you can use it here. Or you just want to use something like hard rock stereo, I mean, applied to the piano, it wouldn't sound nice, but just for the purpose of this demo, I have applied this effect for a whole track, and it will sound like it's connected to that sort of amplifier. Okay, I will turn it off now. I don't need it. So it all comes in the free version. Free version of this software is quite enough if you're a beginner, if you are experienced musician, if you already know something about the music, this is really good software to make a lot of nice music, nice backing tracks, whatever you need music for. Some other features, I mean, these are the standard ones. You can change the speed or the tempo. Currently is 100 beats per minute. You can start metronome, and so on and so on. So for this review, I think this is enough. Actually, you can make music within 15, 20, 30 minutes. If you know what you're doing, just select loops you like, just select the pitch you like, create something what sounds good to you. That would be enough. And let's try something else. Oops, sorry. This is what you can purchase. As you can see, I purchased all of these. These are for free in the free version. You can go to store and buy additional sound bowls. You can buy VST instruments. You can presets. There are a lot of presets. Some of the features. This Frontier is already purchased. This is excellent compressor. So when you're creating music and you want really good output, just use the Frontier. Excellent compressor. Comes with free version. That amazes me every day more and more. Additions. These are a Pro and Premium. I'll talk about it later. Subscription, beatbox kits. Yeah, it has the beatbox. I don't know if I told you, but it has beatbox here. When you create a pattern, just move this icon to the track and that's it. That's about the store. What else we have here? Yeah, this is the mixer for each channel. Each channel you can change the instrument type. You can change the picture. This is, I don't know, this is synth. I will put it like here. This drums. Where are the drums? Let's say sorry, drums. And you can play all. You can mute one channel and play the rest of them. Let me show you this. So you can play solo track, you can mute certain tracks to hear everything else, how it sounds to you. And what else can I show you? This is Spectrum Visualizer. Let's see how it looks playing. This is video. I don't know what that is actually. Media editor. Yeah, and we passed it all. Yeah, this is great one. Song Maker. You can choose sound pool, let's say house, and create songs, but let the software create songs for you. It will use 7 instruments and 16 song types. I will not save this one. And watch what happens. He created a song, added all the tracks, all the instruments. Let's hear how it sounds. Explore. This software is really great. You can add, as you can see, intro, verse 1A, verse 1B, pre-chorus, chorus, verse 2. Let's hear how this sounds, pre-chorus. You can move this slider and start playing from that point.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you can select from any sound pool to create song. It's something that software does itself. It will create you the same song every time, so don't worry, it will not create different song every time. But this is good stuff for you to learn how to use this software. I mean, it is really easy to use, really easy. Another thing you can do is record your own loops. So you can record audio recording if you have a microphone attached to the PC, or as I mentioned before, MIDI recording if you have a MIDI keyboard. This audio recording, I have not attached mic, but if you have, let's say, electric guitar, you can use this audio recording by connecting electric guitar to your PC and just mentioned before, add that Magix Vandal SA amplifier and choose the amplifier, say Blues Solo, and you will have that sound recorded. You can record that sort of the loop. Okay, now let's go to the version differences. So what's in the free edition? You can find the link in the description below. As you've seen, it's very easy to create your own music. As I mentioned, this is Real Volta 2, Constant Grand LA and Vita 2 audio engine. And you have some free sound pools to download. In the Plus version, you have more sound pools available and some demos and more templates. And in the premium version, of course, you are not limited anymore to number of tracks. You have more sound pool collections, and you have SoundForge Audio Studio 12 with it, VST Bridge for 32-bit plugin support. So it's a complete studio. But if you are a beginner, free version is really enough for everything. And for the conclusion, no matter if you are a beginner or if you are professional, free version gives you 8 tracks, which is quite enough to make some great music. Hardware requirements, I promised you that hardware requirements are very low. Well, this PC is about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old. It's on Windows 10. It's not upgradable to Windows 11 because it's obsolete. And this software runs so smoothly on this old PC. I have 16 gigs of RAM, maybe that's important, maybe not, I don't know. It's installed on standard hard drive, not on SSD, and I can use all 8 tracks, load it with loops, with sounds. Nothing slows down, it works fine. It's just I think that people in Magix did very good job with this software. They polished it very well, and it's highly recommended. Even if you are a beginner, even if you are professional, try it. You won't be sorry. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.